family, man. And I'm going to go here within the Black culture, right? Mm-hmm. For me, I believe family is my number one ministry, my number one assignment. Mm-hmm. You all have a daughter. Mm-hmm. How important is to especially to everyone, but even to the Black community, because a lot of us, they didn't grow up seeing our fathers in the same house, mm-hmm. or seeing our mothers in mm-hmm. the same house. We didn't grow up with that family stuck together, ate together. I mean, I remember back in the days, man, we would sit at the table mm-hmm. and we would pray together. Yep. We would talk about the day together. Yeah. We would eat together. No one could leave the table, until all the food was gone, for one.
You had to finish your food.
You had to finish the food. And I had to be dismissed from the table from my parents. But how important to you all is family, especially as young entrepreneurs and as a young Black couple?
I'll let you go first.
So important. I just think a lot of people, though, I just really want to make it clear, we never force our daughter to do this. This is our chosen lifestyle.
Yeah.
She just falls into it because she sees it every day. Yeah, and we're an example to her.
Yeah.
So for me, especially, I mean, my mom stayed at home. My dad got up every morning at 5 a.m. mm-hmm. and came home at 5 p.m. and she had dinner ready. We sat around the table, like you said, got in trouble when my dad was praying for 5 minutes because me and my twin brother was fighting with each other, But we had to be dismissed, at the end. Yeah. But that was family time that I got to see my dad and mom in a light that, I'll never forget. So for me, different day and age, different time. I get it. But for me, what I'm building and what we're building together never should compromise my relationship with my daughter or my relationship with my wife, right? So, we could talk millions of minutes about how it is to run a business with your spouse. Yeah. It's hard. How it is to...
What's the hardest thing, honestly? Running a business with Ashley.
I think, for me, is...
Just one, because I want you to go home and still have... It's bad to sleep in tonight.
It's my house. Hey, respect. No, I'm playing.
What is the hardest thing launching a business with your wife?
I call it the cut-on, cut-off switch. I can cut it on and be a boss. I can leave it at work and cut it off and be fine. That ride home, I can already tell.
She ain't happy.
She ain't going on. So then, I don't like to have business conversations
at home.
If she was late to a class, when she gets to school, when she get back to work the next morning, I'm like, hey, remember you were late? We could have talked about this at home. No, we couldn't. Because it has to be a fine line. And when we first opened, that was the hardest thing. I would put my businessman hat on and say, yo, this is what we need to do, this is what I expect, and take it off.
She still has it on.
I'm like,
would you agree with that?
Well, I mean, I think women are naturally more emotional. Yes. But, I mean, sometimes, because I do work full-time, we do have to carry the conversation on at home. When we have time.
True. But the thing about it is, it's the difference between carrying the conversation on and then holding that conversation as one of those things that you're upset about when it's just business. For me, it's just business. Business was business. Like, it was done.
But it's just business.
It's just business. Like, you yelled at me. Yeah, I did. Well, it was business. Like, it should have been done this way. Because my thing is, when we have employees and stuff, if I hold those employees and they see me hold those employees to that standard, and then she, or not just her, anybody, because my daughter works for us too. If my daughter does something that one of my front desk people wouldn't get away with, and I let her get away with it, then I have to...
That's a hard time, bro.
But now we're at a very good point now where we understand that, where she understands that if, when Jeffrey gets really serious about something, that's a big deal. I might not understand it, but it's a big deal because he's looking at it from that perspective. He's not attacking me as a wife, so...
What is the hardest thing building a business with your husband?
Isn't that another episode? that?
Damn it, she got a list,
It was-
bro.
You don't want me in the
She
room?
got a list.
You don't want me in the room? No, I'm playing.
Come on, give me one. Give me
Okay.
one. And we'll talk
One.
about some other things
Being on
on
the same
Table
page.
Uncut. Ooh.
Yeah,
being on
I
the-
agree.
Being on the
So
same
you're
page.
saying that you two are not on the same
I
page
wanted a
often.
pink wall and he wanted a green wall. I
Oh,
mean,
don't tell me the pink and
So-
green wall stories.
So okay, cool then. Who makes that decision? If it's a if it's
Oh, Mr. Respect here.
so really the man makes the decision.
No,
See, I have a question about
so let me tell you this. The man made the decision in that aspect. But let me
Okay.
Okay.
America.
I was about to say,
let me
because you know the lady saying,
All right.
now wait a minute, I'm confused. If
No,
she
no.
was the breadwinner
No.
at one point in time, she didn't got no say so.
Yeah, no.
But the business is?
let me flip that. America, let me listen to me. So, example, she's a nurse.
Right.
I respect her in that field. She's great at it, right? My daughter, and you can ask her this. My daughter could sneeze one time, and it could be nothing. Baby, what do I need to do? Aspen just sneezed. Da-da-da-da-da. She makes the calls in that point.
Okay.
I don't step on her toes. I respect her in that field. When it comes down to business, the business side of things, the reason why I get to make that decision
Yeah.
is because I've earned that respect at that point that she respects me enough as a business owner. That's not saying she don't get any decisions or anything.
Right.
Like, it's times I come to her like, yo, hey, we want this, do we? Yeah, okay, cool. These are the two options, But, go ahead. Go.
He likes to say that he demands disrespect, but he did try to give me my glitter wall that I wanted to
See, she keeps talking about this wall.
I mean, no, I'm just using it as like
Yeah.
an example. But no, he does make better choices than I do in the business aspect. So, yes, I will allow him to make that decision.
Wow.
And again, it may not come without a fight, but
Yeah. But I don't think we paint everything with one broad stroke. Like,
Yeah.
we're asking specifics based on a business who makes that final decision.
Wow.
A business and a craft that God himself blessed me with the vision of what I saw Get Fit as, right? So at that point, I could have been the man and just snatched it away and said, this is my thing. But I took that, included her into what that vision was and said, hey, babe, how do you fit into this? But at no point, though, it's kind of like God giving you the will to drive a car, and then you let go of driving the car and let somebody else take over your blessing and drive it away. She can come along with the ride of what that blessing is because I'm leading that business at that point because it's my calling.
Yeah.
Same thing as with her being a nurse. Like, we're going to implement nursing into our fitness, into our gym, and into our studio. I won't step foot in that realm of things.
Wow.
That's her calling. That's what she
I wouldn't
does.
say that because
I'll manage.
the management.
Yeah, I'll manage the
part
thing.
of it.
But that's the management side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at no point would I look at her and say, well, because I'm a man, you shouldn't do X, Y. No.
What I
No.
hear you saying, correct me if I'm wrong, is, hey, here's my strengths.
Yeah.
Here's the vision that God has given me for us.
Huh?
She's saying, hey, here's my strengths, and here is the vision that God is giving me for us as well. And y'all have combined
Let's
those
see how
two.
we can work those together.
And it's like, hey, this is your strength. I'm going to trust you in that lane.
Yeah, yeah.
This is your strength. I'm going to trust you in that lane. It's not, I'm the man,
No.
shut up, do
No,
this.
no.
I'm the woman, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
It's nah, babe, this is the vision.
Yeah.
We both submit to the vision.
Yeah.
And we both know our lane to help us get us to that vision.
And timing is everything, because you remember, when we first moved to Nashville, I had to put my vision to the side, and she was the breadwinner, right? So I had to be okay with that, right? As time progressed, she was working 12-hour shifts. The business wasn't our new business wasn't where she wanted it to be, where we wanted it to be, but she was sick of working 12-hour shifts so she took a back seat,
Wow.
trusted me.
Wow.
So then we got our time back, and now that the business is going, we're at a point right now where we're opening up another aspect to our gym. We're opening up a meal prep company to go along with our gym, and it's going to have the medical side, medical weight loss and all that. Now God has saw that vision, took it, and he's rewarded us for being mindful, and now she can use her craft inside of our business, And she's also learned to love the fitness side of it too, so I think the main thing that people need to understand, especially if you're gonna go into business with your spouse, at no point do you need to undermine them. you can be stern and they can hate you at times.
Yeah.
And they will.
Yeah.
But delivery is everything. But you gotta also understand who's delivering it too. Cause she knows. Like I'm from backwoods Arkansas.
Yeah.
And my inside voice is somebody else's way outside voice.
Wow.
You know? So she could at times, because when I get passionate about something, I get overly excited. I start to talk loud and everything like that. So she would sometimes take that and be like, yo.
In your veins.
And I get veiny, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm lean. But anyway, I get veiny, like, so she could see that I'm passionate about it. But over time, she understood that's not him mad at me or upset. It's him passionate about it. Yeah. That's his vision. That's how he gets excited about it. So we learn to manage, function.